me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the your little rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste no must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a figure you. Take the skin from money, girl, and say that is not you. One day the man above end up, him a got a bet. But it in the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of it.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
For me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The already promises none of them no deliver. Cut up the youth and rap and they down in our river. Member bold money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
How them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.
Global TV send another one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Global TV, I send them home. Yeah, man, this is Michael Buckley. I tell you, say, yo, the Global TV, yeah, man, me represent that 100%. Play the music, Global. Boom shot.
Good afternoon from London, and if you're on the Eastern Time, good morning and welcome to your At a Glance program. Thank you very much for joining us, to my community of parity and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to the program. Thank you all for joining us. Honadu, Debbie Jervis TV, good morning. Michelle Lewis Wilson, RJ, Sunshine, Beat and Teach, Sim Sim, Cousin J, Elaine Turner, Violet Watson, Patricia Matthews, all my moderators, good morning. Ebenezer Cody, good morning. Sheena Kelly, Gloria Morris, Steve Bryan, Bros, Sharon Bernard, God is Real, Creator Universe, Marcia Esty, EM, Deanne Campbell, how you do? Yvonne Riley, Brenda Elson, morning, Honado, Christopher, Jason Kane, Elijah B, big up yourself, Don Fox, Larkland, everybody. Sometimes I can't remember the name them if we don't see them, but I want to know how it go. Big up on yourself, morning and welcome. We just come out of a Lion Flag Green this morning. Wicked Floyd Green when tongue become long like for Andrew. Just a chat, 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 a galang so. Pauline Dix. Mr. Green tongue, nifty friend. Seem to become long like for Andrew now. Mr. Green just a chat, a chat, a chat, a chat, a chat, a galang so. But in your chatting, Mr. Green, it's important to tell people exact information. Because sometimes when we hear the word assistance, and when we see people hug up and scrub up on camera, Mr. Green, and I tell government and Minister thanks. Over with tax money, Mr. Green. With tax money, we tell you thanks, fine. Because the one won't get, the money won't get from all sorts of different friends and everybody. We don't hear about it. We don't catch up that. You are aware, though, Floyd Green went to parity with ICE. Not only ICE, Mr. Green brought more than ICE. We'll get into that. But in piecemeals, electricity start come back in a parity. Up a school, we call up this up a hilltop or up a crash road. Light come back up this up. Down a Springfield, down where my mother house and down where Faith house there. Light come back at the Faith house last night. But cousin Marina them and the other set of family will live on the coastline. Them still not get light yet. All them get is ICE. But Minister Green, you know our community. You run come with ICE. So it have to be a reason you come with ICE. You knew, Mr. Green, that our community is a business community in the fishing industry. We sell fish, we sell lobster, we sell shrimps, we sell conch, we sell all sorts. So therefore, refrigeration of those, Mr. Green, are required. We're not appropriately refrigerated, Mr. Green. Then we bury them in ice, in igloo, Mr. Green. So you see why Mr. Green come with ice. Because Mr. Green knows that parity is full of igloos. Igloo they're on enough, just like deep freeze. So Mr. Green knew 7 weeks, for the whole 7 weeks, that we have not had electricity. Elaine Turner, how you know? That sending ice regularly, Dolores slogan, to a community such as Parity, where we have almost the same amount, may I freeze again, it soon come back on. Anytime that camera does blink after a few times, yes. You knew, Mr. Green, from the get-go of our economy when it comes to fish, lobster, prawn, conch, them something there. A lot of people in our community as well have full cube. So Mr. Green knows, Barrington Vickers, how important the ice would have been to our community in order to save some of our economic livelihood. Mr. Green turned up with the ice 7 weeks late. The politics of chucking water, Mr. Green, Ralston Henry, The politics of choking water imperative. If you're PNP, you literally have to go beg the chuck man them and quarrel with them, Mr. Green. Or some of the sabotage. Because we pipe them around a party, Mr. Green, then just a drip like Andrew Mouth. But Mr. Green came with ice 7 weeks later. Mr. Green did not only turn up with ice. Mr. Green turned up with better than ice. Raymond G. Let's listen to Mr. Green fluffery.
Elizabeth Man. So today we're in party starting our Hurricane Barrel Fisheries Recovery Program, where we're helping our fishers who have suffered damage from the hurricane, especially who would have lost their fish pots. We have identified our worst hit areas that span several parishes, including Clarendon, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and St. Catherine. And we're starting by giving our fishers some input so they can get wild, get back out there and to do what they love. This is a part of our overarching response program. We have identified that we have to move quickly to get our fishers, to get our farmers back out there so that we can ensure that we are food secure. So I want to thank the National Fisheries Authority team for identifying our fishers. I know for people who have not yet been reached, please visit our offices, leave your information. We will do our verification process and we will try to help. We will build back quickly, we will build back stronger. So as a part of our recovery effort, what we would have seen, especially with our artisanal fishers, our smaller fishers, is that they would have set their fish traps, their pots, and when they go back out after burial, they have not found them. These pots are made largely of mesh wire. So what we're handing out today are 2 rolls of wire to each fisher so that they can go back out and start the process of building their pots. This is important so they can start their recovery effort. So this is the first step. We will also be doing our beach rehabilitation program where we'll be reestablishing gear sheds that have gone down, but we're doing it differently. We're going to build them stronger. We're also looking to do storage on a number of our fishing beaches so that when there's no electricity, our fishers still can be able to ply their trade. So this is a part of a holistic approach by the ministry to get our fishers back out there.
Of course, the hurricane will damage us. My fish pot that we have, I lost most of them. To be honest, I lost maybe 75% of the fish pot. And I'm very happy that our fisheries through Ministry of Agriculture, they are here today and they really give us a nice voucher that we can go and get some assistance.
Peter, for the dark party, and beat your Peter drummer.
So thanks for fisheries one more time.
I give thanks for the voucher that we get to make back a start in the fishing industry.
Thanks
give thanks and praise to the minister.
And I want to say a big thank you to the minister and the fishery for giving me back at least 2 rolls of wire. Here's my voucher where I can start back, so at least I have something to look forward to. So even though Beryl came and she destroyed a lot, I'm grateful for a lot of things, mostly for getting back my fish wire so that I can start to go back out there to achieve something.
Mr. Green came with fish wires as well. 2 rolls each. Young DT World Wagwan, Ransford McLean, Ladybug, Mr. Green, Annie Jones came with assistant them for the fishing community as well. Now, each of those roll of wire that you see Mr. Green is talking about, me not say help and no help, you know. Me not say help and no help, oh. 40,000 Jamaican dollar worth of assistance, Mr. Green is really veteran. How you do? Only more pressful. It's really not a lot to write home about, Mr. Green. Compare to the amount of money where we take with IRC take with ears and hear, on take from all over the world. Now, one roll of this wire costs 20,000 Jamaican dollars. Each of those rolls, you get 5 fish pot out of it. Christine Gilbert, how you do? 5 fish pot out of it. But there's a lot that goes into making a fish pot outside of the wire. After you cut out the pot and pin it up, you're going to have to make it firm. So you need pot sticks. You need binding wire, if you want to call it. We call it lace wire. You need ropes. You need cords. So when them done, the 40,000, the 2 roller wire we used to fly give them, they have complete fish pot, they go put a sea, it's going to cost them more than $40,000. Noreen Dennison, Dwayne Hutchins. It is going to cost them more than 40,000. What kind of play the government have play drip with the assistant what them give people? So they all give people loan anyway, so it even worse than you thought. Party people wanna tell Floyd Green tax for wanna pay tax, wanna pay land tax, wanna pay GCT, wanna pay all sort of tax round the party people. What are you telling Floyd Green thanks for? What I would say to Mr. Green, too little too bloody late, Mr. Green. Too little, Mr. Green. Way too late. What I tell Mr. Green thanks for? You know the amount we pay in a tax party. You know the amount we pay in a tax. What I tell Mr. Green thanks for? Mr. Green ain't giving you anything out of his pocket. Mr. Green is not giving you something that you do not deserve. Mr. Green should have known that the chucking of ice, Brenda Elson, Kevin Davis, the chucking of ice would have been very important if you realize it's 7 weeks on, Mr. Green. To save the economy in our community, to tap people fish, lobster, swims, and conch, and everything from spoil off, and them chicken with them pluck and have for fridge. The chucking of ice, Mr. Green, would have been necessary from the get-go because you knew party well. You say you live just down about 2 miles far away. You knew party well. So you know that we got capacity there to store a lot of ice. Colin Richards. You know we have whole heap of igloo, Colin Jones. But what you did, Mr. Green, you waited, Kevin Davis, until the people became very angry. You waited, Mr. Green, until it was politically expedient for you to come and use burial resources as a vote buying ploy, as what your prime minister is going around the country doing. There's nothing to be thankful for what Floyd Green has done. The most I would say to Mr. Green, too little too late, Mr. Green. We voted for you to represent us, Mr. Green. That was not forthcoming, Mr. Green. There's nothing to be thankful for from Floyd Green. Floyd Green come with the taxpayers' money too late. Floyd Green never see the necessity of lobbying JPS. They never see the need to do that. Pamela Akola, how are you? So don't come with $40,000 because on the same political friend, Uncle Berries, yes, one of my uncle, on the same political friend, I benefit from the voucher where you walk and hand out a parity Floyd green. All right? So don't go there like you help the community. You're not. To get their fisheries, to get them back to where they were before burial, Mr. Green. 40,000 Jamaican dollar is a drop in the ocean. Yes, it helped because them get 2 roll of wire where them would have to pluck up the 40,000 and buy. But Mr. Green, the help required, you know parity. You know the southwest side of St. Elizabeth. You know the fishing and the farming industry, Floyd Green, and you know what goes into making the end product is really a spit in the ocean, Mr. Green. If you did want to do something for them, at least give them 1 5 roll of wire each. Meaning, say, when them complete them rebuilding and them are going to restart, at least them have a 25 fish pot out there, Mr. Green. So their economic livelihood more extensive or more broader. But some of these people now, Mr. Green, are at a loss because them lose more than 10 pots, Mr. Green. And they're only been assisted to replace 10. But for some of them, they have lost everything. Some of them have a lot more than 10 and they've lost everything. A spit in the ocean, Mr. Green, doesn't go far enough. A spit in the ocean, Mr. Green, doesn't go far enough. Dust and Brian, you're running off and don't give the people them accountability after how much you're dusting. Wicked thief in Dustin. When you know here say Christopherton. And with the other liar boy named for Pernell Charles, thief in one. They are going to get new permanent secretary next month. Given that Dustin, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, have not submitted appropriation reports for the last 8 years. Dustin's excuse was that people from his department died. People from his department migrated. People from the Ministry of Health retired. That was Dustin's excuse as to why for 8 years the Ministry of Health has not submitted an appropriation report, which ought to be submitted yearly. Dustin, though, is walking off this month with a fat civil service pension and has not accounted for $900 billion. and 900 or 700 billion missing from the health care. But in so much billion, and you can deduct 2 years of that 7 or 900 billion of what Fenton Ferguson and Dr. Kevin, was it Kevin Henry or what his name was, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Health, then under Fenton, they have not reported 9 billion. They have not reported for 2 years. So let's take 200 billion or 300 billion. We're going to cut off for that and say, all right, the PNP responsible for that because of the 10 years of non-reporting from the Ministry of Health. 8 years is under the Jamaica Labour Party. Mr. Bryan is walking off. Mr. Bryan is walking off with a fat civil service pension, Harold Brown, with no accountability. He has not said to you for 8 years where billions of the money that came through the Ministry of Health has gone. The depleting Ministry of Health, where Dustin's job is to make sure the Ministry of Health is run efficiently. He's a top civil servant within that ministry. And Dr. Christopher Tufton and Dr. Dustin Bryan squander your money and walk off with it. So when I say to party people, so there's nothing to be thankful about over $40,000 because when them are thief in a millions and billions. Won't I tell them thanks for? What did Rural Reid said after thief in millions? I have gone nowhere. Look at me. You don't see me a campaign. You don't see me protected by my friend them. You don't see me the part of the Labour Party, full-fledged, hell and high water. We don't know where I ask that. It's a conference. Don't you expect me to be here? I am Warrell Reid. Shameless though I am Warrell Reid. Thief and corrupt though I am Warrell Reid. Who not question me for? So there's nothing to tell them thanks about. 40 grand Jamaica, Brenda. 40,000 Jamaica dollar. Suck and back juice money. And I need to not tell Floyd Green thanks for. Our community is a working community. Our community is a business, self-employed community for most part of it. Party people not get no government assistance over the years. Party people ambitiously use the fishing industry and build themselves. When a party man don't use to hold heap of money, we want to tell government thanks for $40,000 fat. You know a man will use to money. You know a man will work money. And I tell government thanks for $40,000. Party man, when you work, you don't buy 2 roll of wire. 2 roll of wire for the young youth, them will just start out. Party men, will not tell Floyd Green thanks for. Will not tell him thanks for. Ask Floyd Green how much has he stolen since he's been in government. Ask him. Ask Floyd Green how much of burial money is going to be swindled through him and him friend them. And I come tell Floyd Green thanks for 253 US dollars. Huh? Something one relative them sent to a month time. I don't know what can tell Floyd Green thanks for. What sort of assistance is that? When you're done by patic, lace wire, nail, cart, rope, we're not spend way more than that. Why you never ask Floyd Green? That's all. Why you never ask him? That's all, Mr. Green. So that. So just that, Mr. I want to turn around and tell him thanks. That was so irritating. That was so irritating. For sit on a turn around and tell thief thanks. You think no politician I got thief and thief 40,000 Jamaican dollars? Ask Mary said that will fulfill birth when she put in her expenses. Mary said that will fulfill birth. We all claim for elephant back where she ride pan. 40,000 Jamaican dollars. 40,000 Jamaican dollars plus I. 40,000 Jamaican dollars plus ice. And nobody not fling egg. Boy, me love British people. Me love British people because there is no way a politician could turn up so late in a Britain and don't get egg or tomato. It couldn't happen. Turn up where? We don't think Prince Charles can walk peacefully in a Britain and don't get egged or so. Somebody out there wait for egg him. You think Tony Blair can walk in this country? In a way. In a wish Britain tell Tony Blair put foot out here without high security. Jamaican MP, they can just walk around and flatter their mouth so and challenge. Them just walk around and plaster their mouth and challenge. Nobody no fling rotten egg in there. Nobody no fling rotten tomato in there. Party full of sand. Nobody no get a handful of sand and chew after Floyd Green. Nothing. You not tell him thanks. Thank you, Mr. Green. Georgia Dennis, how do you do? Tell Tony Blair, Prince Charles, put foot out a road here. And don't have people to block off egg, milk, or tomato off of them. And think anybody I got afraid because of Tony Blair or Prince Charles. Anybody I got afraid to throw egg at them. Thank you. For what? For ice and $40,000? Ask Floyd Green how much has he stolen during this burial wave. Ask Floyd Green how much he's going to swindle out of the funds where him get to assist the constituency. But party people may disappointed in our no, because we community is a hard-working community. People take the economic advantage of the coastline that we live on. And party people make a living and make them life out of it. We've built a residential community without government assistance out of the fishing industry. So there's nothing to thank Floyd Green for. Floyd Green and Dr. Tufton is the destruction for the fishing industry in St. Elizabeth, particularly Dr. Tufton when he was there under Bruce Golden. Particularly when he was there under Bruce Golden. Christopher mashed up one hope a thing for we. We're fishing in the industry. A Christopher take out we pump from upper Pringhead and find that we water just a drip like Andrew Moat if it do drip. There's nothing to thank these people for. Trust me. After 7 weeks, turn up in a witch Britain and don't get egg thrown at you. Huh? Jamaican politicians are too relaxed, John Bailey, Van Riley. Jamaican politicians are too relaxed. It is too peaceful for them. Them can't walk round. They are too praised. We're too frightened when we see them. We treat them too honorable. A time for we start hold them and drape them on the road. Or if we can't drape them, we don't vote for them. It's as simple as that. Because they have license gun, them and them police friend, them may go shot with. Rosie D. Jamaican politicians walk around and challenge. After committing so much crime against the people of Jamaica, them still walk around and challenge Kenny Gale. Just like how Andrew tell we about him 5 drug dealer friend them. Just like how Andrew intelligence now tell we who killed Dean Shaw. But the truth will come out, Andrew. You could have hide till you're weak. So don't stand up and just walk off so with money. But then there's no accountability in our politics. So that's why things like that can happen. And people like Dust and them can come, get millions in a salary, steal billions, and then walk away with a fat civil service pension in millions. All these people come along the road and doing people is turn themselves in million and billionaires out of way. When not see the work, them job when them come is to make sure them turn themselves into millionaire or billionaire and a few of their friends. It doesn't go further than that. Well, Damien Crawford is saying many of the schools, and so school open in our roughly 2 weeks or less, or 7 days or whatever. Let me see when I first one there, September. However, we know say school soon open. We heard of the concerns from Gilbert. We keep calling Beryl Gilbert. From Beryl as to whether schools will be repaired and ready on time, whether JPS will supply power to all schools on time. Backed up by that, we have a teachers' crisis in the system. We have a teachers' crisis in the system that is unfolding as we go along. You don't know where it might go. The government is employing overseas teachers. We don't know how that will go, how it will work. The JTA and other stakeholders said they were not consulted. There is a brouhaha going down at the moment between the outgoing president of the Jamaica Teachers Association and the incoming president over a lawsuit for the salary deal that was accepted, I think, last year or whatever, when Nigel threatened them. So all of this whole brouhaha and bangarang going down in the education system at the moment, Marcia Thomas. And we're just weeks away from reopening for the new academic year. Where are we going, Jamaica? Jamaica, where are we going? A depleted education system is a recipe for disaster. A depleted education system is quite a recipe for disaster. Jamaica people, if you care about your children's survival, this is a time as a nation that we must take this issue on. If we fail on education and fail on health, we might as well die and go to hell in a handcart, because we'll be of no use to ourselves. And all we will be here to do is peddle the lower end of the economic scale just to survive. That's all. It is what we have been doing since slavery. Surviving, not living. We are surviving. We are not living. Is there a generation that will change the cycle from surviving to living? And if our education and our health is going backwards, that suggests a mass recipe for disaster is where we're heading, people. Under this current government, a rapid decline of everything around us can be seen. Everything. Under this government, it's decline after decline after decline, not working. Nothing under this government is working. This government don't take advice. This government don't look and say, this now work, make me try this. It now work with Horace Chang, make me try a new mindset or something. But everything Ivan Riley, that was the biggest disgrace. And this shows you, one of the Jamaican politicians talk about crime in front town and criminals in front town. Stop them in them trap, strip and dirty them up if we don't have to. No make no criminal come in front town, come talk down to poor people and inner city people like them are criminals. Them can't chat to me. I will line them up any day. The politician can't come in front of me, come act like them are somebody. Act like them have dignity and integrity, and that I should respect them and call them sir, honorable this and honorable that. No mother heifer, you're a corrupt thief. You're a liar. Every time you open your mouth is what comes out of it. But more and more, me see Jamaica people are run for respect politician. Why then do you think politician would want to show you any sympathy and support if you're falling over yourself like you have just seen Michael Jackson? You're falling over yourself as if you have just seen Michael Jackson. The politics of our country, the way how We just make Labour and PNP take way. Kick with us, so kick with us, so kick with us, so kick with us. So nothing has been done for us. That's why me could never support any of these two political parties in Jamaica. For me, it's about Jamaica. If JLP do good, it's welcome. If PNP do good, it's welcome. If PNP do bad, we are going to tear them down. If JLP do bad, we are going to tear them down. I have no affiliation to no party, no political ideology, no nothing. My political ideology is economic freedom for the people of Jamaica. For the 98% of Jamaica, descendant of the slaves. It's economic freedom may I defend. May not defend nobody political ideology. It has not helped my country. It has not helped my people. Jamaica people lift themselves on the social scale because we're ambitious. Not that government has done much rather, to raise the social living standard of Jamaicans. No, ambitious Jamaicans work hard and develop them social standard. You come to Parrot, it's quite a built-up residential community. This is out of our fishing industry. It's not that government saw the need to put any form of employment or assistance or whatever. No. We use our fishing industry and build ourselves and our community. So when Mr. Junker like Floyd Green them come, I play upon people's sympathy because of political culture and tribalism, it winds the gizzard out of me. Them something that wind me up. Because if Floyd Green know to come with ice after the people them angry after 7 weeks, then Floyd Green should have known from the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of July that you should ought to be chucking ice into parity. Because the places, Floyd Green, this is how the Badman JPS, this is how we don't allow JPS to the things across the country. UNO and JPS work together on a high-class areas, on a politically connected areas, on a make sure, on a serve them area there first. The piece of peace meal were liked, and I've been hearing people across Jamaica complaining about that. That street does not have light and we don't have light. It's in parity now. After Floyd Green Yard have light, Upper School have light, light come at Springfield, some part of Springfield last night. But no light not on a seaside, down at the main parity. So it's the same piecemeal galanging that Jamaicans have been complaining about. But they're still getting bills though. And the worthless good for nothing for PNP allow the same Darrell Vaz then. I don't know if I because the JPS same thing get messed up under the Philip Palwell tenure. Why the PNP is so silent on it. But PNP, as the politics go, if you mess it up on your seat now, this is a time to come help correct your mistake. Hiding away from it, Philip Palwell, Mark Golden, and all around. Suggest that we would have had this probably and possibly the same behavior with UNO coming from JPS if uno they lead, because uno very silent over the JPS behavior. Dr. Campbell, who is not in the Senate or in the representative, is a louder voice than uno half-baited, dull PNP, where we appear. The People's National Party executive team, Marcia, pay Dr. Campbell. But the few dull senators and dull MPs we have on the PNP side, we the taxpayer pay them. But Dr. Dayton Campbell is a louder voice than the 14 MP and the 8 senator. The truth be told in this country, Dr. Dayton Campbell has had a louder voice than the 14 MP and the 8 senator. This is why, Rodney, the government must legislate to change what them find out, so them buck up in. The government needs to take back 51% of JPS at least. But because the government, both Labour and JP, because I hit my PJ and them like sell it out, because they never want to maintain and modernize and upgrade it. So them sell it out to them friend and them take a minority share in it compared to what them friend them have. And now see, tell truth come. Them can't talk to them friend them. No, till even them, and we need to get rid of this OUR. OUR and Integrity Commission, we cannot pay these regulatory body, anti-corruption body to do nothing. It don't make sense. What are we paying the OUR for? We're paying these people for something what they can't do and not do. OUR cannot do anything to JPS, no matter what you hear them at checking JPS. Yeah, no. It turns out that Darrell Vaz even asks you, the public, to complain about JPS and OUR. Them open hotline and email line for to send on a complaint. Because it's all it is that is happening with them and JPS. It's just a war of words between JPS, OUR, and the government. They have no power. Legislatively, though, this ought to be changed. Does this government have the willpower to do it? And is it in this government interest, like it was in the interest of keeping a crooked DPP, where the government went into Parliament in the dead of night and legislate to do so? Given we have ended up in this debacle, no. Shouldn't the government be legislated expeditiously to solve this problem or to provide a new way? Hey, but then it's just a war of words and nothing behind that. My question too, that's the heck is the purpose of, yeah, them regulate JPS, but JPS can't listen to you. You can't punish him. And all them, the whole of them that they do from the galangin is batter up them mouth, and I'm becoming fed up of the threats and the promises, and nobody can do anything to JPS. Legislate, take back ownership of the thing, so the government can have a voice in it. Steve Williams, Agency Driver 5. How no do? The OUR is being paid the same utility company. That's why they are supposed to be watching. No, sir. OUR need to, OUR, this exposure where we have a regulatory body in Jamaica that don't make sense. Make the government, we don't need OUR to regulate them. The government, through the ministry, can regulate JPS. Take back JPS into receivership at least 51%. Take back JPS into receivership. Take back at least the majority shareholder in the company, so the government have power. Right now, the Jamaican government is a minority shareholder in JPS. Under contract law, Yusuf and JPS tell them about forced merger. The whole of them get stopped in them chat because them know say under contractual law, knowing backwards we would do. When you say beat and teach, if the government take back JPS into receivership, we're going backwards. Jesus. So what's the way forward, beat and teach there? Jesus. Solar panel Jamaicans. Solar panel Jamaicans. Solar panel. You ever hear about Nat and Ty? Grunt and bear it? We have to sacrifice going the solar panel route. You see, like how Jamaican people ambitiously sacrifice and build them house and raise them social living standard. That's what you all going to have to do, power-wise, Jamaican. The generator is a crisis as well. The generator system is a crisis. Beryl, open us up to that. Parity has never bought so much Delco plant since until Beryl. Chanel, how are you, Miss Williams? Never. But it is not working because the amount of fridge and freezers to run, it can't keep them. It can't freeze them. Besides running it 15 to 20 hours per day to protect your economy, is causing you another 5,000 Jamaican dollars per day to buy petrol to run your generator. It's just not working. So we're going to have to sacrifice, just like how we have to sacrifice ourselves from slavery and colonization for raise with social and living standards. We're going to have to do the same thing to take us out of the energy crisis, the energy onslaught that this government have us in. We really have to look at a way forward. This one isn't working. Certainly under this government, it isn't. And by the looks of it, it's only going to get worse. The sad reality, though, the opposition in waiting. The opposition in waiting. Yes, Pamela, Springfield get light, but down a seaside, no get light. Norman Ferguson. The light are in a piecemeal galanging. So, me don't know. I really don't know. But as I've always said, when all systems have failed in a country, the people is the last line of defense. The time has come for the people to take back their power. We have given our powers to politicians. The time has come, my people. The time has come to take our power back. The time has come. I want to thank you all very much this morning. Renice Nicholson, how you do? Marcia B. Rowe, for being here on the global television channel. And if anything is breaking away in the neck of your woods and you want us to discuss it, please contact Global Television and we will look into the story and bring it to our audience. But Willie Dunn, how are you? I only hope one day, the people of Jamaica will wake up to what we are saying out here on a daily basis and what we are doing and hoping to achieve on a daily basis to wake up, take back our power from government and elevate and move our economic, social, political, and living standard forward, not be in this messy cycle of tit for tat from both political class. Blue Waves, Kevin Wright, Angela 48349, how are you do? But thank you all very much for being here this morning, this afternoon, if you are on the UK timeline. I hope you have hit the like button. Let me look. When you can hit the like button, you know, not because me not feel like quarrel over the like anymore. No means me no want it. Me just tired of war over the little likes. Me just tired to war over the little likes. So if you don't have needs, the money goes in Andrew's pocket. We cannot reiterate this enough. NIDS is unconstitutional for government services. The government cannot, should not, and must not use NIDS as a criterion to access government services. It was one of the main limb of the ruling against NIDS that you require a NIDS to access government services. That was one of the main reasons why the court slapped it down. So any Jamaican, the government or its ministries or agency approach about NIDS, tell them it's not a legal requirement for me to do so. If they deny you the service, I'm sure you will be walking to the bank because the government has violated your constitutional right. These are the way when we must stand up to the government. You ever cut off your nose for spite your face? These are the things, Vernal Henry, we have to do in rebellion and standing up. You have to refuse certain things now to achieve the bigger thing later on. So if the government approach you about NIDS, don't let it be because you suffer, you go sign up to NIDS, forget the little assistant, then you give away your rights and all of them something there for a lifetime for assistant for a few hours. Don't do that. Don't do that. But thank you all. Thank you all for being here this morning. Like and share the live if you enjoy the program, if you support the program, if you would want to see global television reach a greater audience. One would encourage that you share and like the program. It is how the algorithm works, Star Girl. The algorithm works on a monkey see, monkey do behavior. If you like and share the live, it is what the algorithm also does. All right? So no, don't make me come out here every day, come quarrel and come one, and I'm tired of the quarreling now. Me love to war with politicians, me no love to war with UNO. Not because of me love to war with the politician them, means me like to war with UNO. Alright? Anyway, UNO go on, me will sooner later. Thank you all very much. And good afternoon, good morning from Global Television.